Hello everyone, this is Tormuse, and today I'm picking up where I left off in the demo for Fallen for You, the mod for Doki Doki Literature Club, featuring a British MC, which I so far have not really tried to do an accent for, so apologies for that. I'm going to continue anyway. Here we go. I wake to the sound and slam my palm on it, turning it off. Time to do this. I got through my. The past tense. It keeps going to past tense. Hey, Linksball, welcome to the stream. Oh, hey, first time chatter. Cool. Thanks for stopping by. How's it going? And Slay Rabbit, welcome. Yeah. Okay, we're just gonna carry on. Okay. I get through my morning routine and change into my uniform, keeping the alterations I made to it before. Grab the portrait of Markov from my nightstand. Can't forget this. I begin to go downstairs. Make toast and put it in my mouth. Perhaps put it in my mouth before getting my stuff together and leave. Sari's right outside my front door. Hey, Sari. Sari, I was expecting you to be in bed still or eating another big breakfast again. Not today. I did have a big breakfast though. What do you even have for breakfast, by the way? You know, breakfast food. You're not covered in crumbs or anything for that matter. And you're not really a good cook unless you have toast, pre-packaged food like Pop-Tarts or something like that. I'm not that messy and I don't want to have crumbs on my uniform. Yeah, fair point. Sari and I begin our walk to school. I look over at Sari, who's staring at me, or rather my appearance. Something wrong? Why do you dress like that? You look messy. Because I can is my choice. Starting to sound just like Eddie. Because I don't want people to make fun of you. Let them. I don't give a rat's arse what people think of me. Siri giggles. What's so funny? What you just said, silly. Oh. I don't know. I should probably be putting more effort into giving MC a British accent of some kind. I've been lazy about that so far. So when he says things like give a rat's arse, it doesn't sound as out of place, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like every time I try to wrap my head around putting an accent to it, I start second guessing myself and feel self-conscious because I'm doing this live. Anyway, never mind. We're just gonna keep going. We arrive and are instantly met with stares and whispers. Why are they looking at us? We keep walking and the stares and whispers continue. It hits me. They must know about me. Oh. We enter and just as I had predicted, more stares. Oh, what? Monica's over there. A friendly face for once. She doesn't look too pleased. Sorry to be nitpicky, Slayer, but two here should have two O's in it. Here, so add that to your notes. Something wrong? Yes, Tormuse. And that would be? I've heard some things about you. Are they true, though? Wait, seriously? That's what she ticked off? Monica sighs deeply. Yes, and the reason why is that I don't know what your true intentions are. True intentions? What did she hear? Didn't Sari tell you why I came here and joined the club? She didn't say anything. I came here to sort myself out and try not to do anything bad. I do apologize for that, Tormuse. Hey, it's cool. Besides, I don't blame you for thinking like that. But I am rather grateful that you are considering this choice, Tormuse, and not only that, but saving this club from being disbanded too. I am very thankful for it, Tormuse. It wasn't my idea, though. It was Sari and Eddie's idea. Why'd Sari just run off? Your Uncle Eddie? That's him. Sari talks about him a lot. Quite the father figure, isn't he? Yeah, he is. He's been there for us both. I really do owe him so much for being there for me. That's what family is for, after all. How did you and everyone else find out, though? What do you mean? About me? It seems to have spread like wildfire for some weird reason. That is just the many wonders of gossip. For how they knew, though, someone may have recognized you when you came in here last week. That would make sense. I look around and realize that Sari's gone. Something wrong? Where's Sari at? Where'd you go? To get my morning cookie. A morning cookie? Mm-hmm. That really doesn't strike me as really doesn't strike me as surprised. Is that another British expression in there? Doesn't strike me as surprised. I mean, I can infer what that means, but from context, that's not an expression I'm familiar with. Is that a British expression, or is this a typo again? Whatever. Moving on. Siri's diet is really bad. Monica giggles. I know it too well. Yet you were surprised by a morning cookie. Huh. My sounding bell that they have here, or maybe I didn't notice it before. Too busy talking, we forgot what the time was. I didn't get to finish my cookie. She pouts, though takes a bite out of the remainder of her cookie. Out of the remainder of her cookie, perhaps. At least there's not much of it left. I best get to my class now. Oh dear, this scene is having a lot of odd grammar in it. I best get to my class now. Perhaps I had best get to my class now. I don't know. It's a weird turn of phrase. Moving on. She heads off in the direction of her class. I realize that I don't know where I'm supposed to be. Wait, shouldn't this have been sorted out beforehand? Oh. They rub the back of my neck. Well, I'm not entirely sure where I'm supposed to be. You could try asking the principal. I mean, that's the logical solution, yeah. Oh, yeah. See you at the club. Do you know where that is? I'll ask him that too. Hey, Ciari? How come Monica was upset over hearing about what I done? What I done? I think that's another British dialectical thing there. I would have phrased that what I had done or what I'd done. But I have heard British people phrase it that way, so never mind. Moving on. It's not her fault that she was upset. It's because of Veronica being mean to her. Oh, new character, Veronica. She hasn't been mentioned before, I don't think. Or has she? Maybe she was mentioned before. Again with this Veronica. Why does she insist on coming after this club? That's just terrible, though, and I should let you go to your class now. Oh! She runs off in the direction of her class, still holding on to what's left of her morning cookie. I go to the principal's office. I knock on the door. Come on in, Veronica. I open the door and step inside with a hint of confusion on my face. Oh, Tormuse, I wasn't expecting you. You don't say. What was it you wanted to see me for? To ask for my class and where the literature club is? Your class is on the second floor to your right, fourth room down. The literature club is on the third floor to your left, third room down and next to the debate club. Oh, it's next to the debate club, okay. Thanks. And speaking of which, how come the debate club had the member requirement increased to 5? The debate club have a say over the rest of the clubs. Oh? Veronica was mentioned previously. Okay, yeah, I don't know, I guess it just slipped my mind. And Marcy is here. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? The debate club has a say over the rest of the clubs. That's interesting. That was implemented since club president Veronica took over, then from former club president Monica. Monica? Correct. Then she, of course, established the literature club. Well, thanks for that little history lesson. Not at all, and please behave. Other schools may have been more forgiving with you, but this one will not. Well, he still let him into the school. But, oh well. Understood. Good, now be on your way. Right, second floor, right, and fourth room down. Follow the directions and arrive outside the class. It's neat. I mean, all the extra backgrounds have been like real world locations. Now we're into the cartoon world of the of cartoon background world of the Doki Doki Literature Club school. Anyway, I step inside and I'm instantly met with the same treatment from outside. I, however, ignore all of it and go to a seat at the back of the class. Breathe a sigh of relief to hearing the bell. That went on for so long. I pack my stuff up and leave the class with everyone else. And where is the club at? Third floor, then left and third room down. Termuse! I look behind me and see Sayori trying to get past the crowd of people in the corridor. She eventually comes to me once the crowded corridor has eased a bit. You okay? I'm squished, but I'm okay. Alright, so are we ready to go to the club now? Yep, let's go! Sayori and I make our way outside the club. We're here! Alright, hey, wow, we finally made it to the literature club. After, like, 3-hour stream yesterday, we hadn't quite made it there. We finally made it now. Anyway, he's here, our new member. I walk inside. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the M's. I look at the girl who's talking and my eyes widen. The girl's face quickly turns to anger as she looks at me. It's her again. It is Natsuki. She's full of energy. You again. Both Sayori and Monica jump at Natsuki's sudden shout. You'll find some reused dialogue. Yeah. Par for the course. This is sort of mod, I guess. I see you two are well acquainted. When did you two meet? At the store yesterday. Rudest person I ever... I'm rude. Ha! If you ask me, you're the rude one. Monica clears her throat. From the look on her face, she isn't a fan of any kind of confrontations. Mercy, I'm playing my game again? Okay, well, have fun with your game, Mercy. Or she doesn't want her club members to argue. No, let's just calm down. He's the one who's rude. Yet you bumped and banged into me and had the nerve to call me a creep and stalker. It's true. There's a small convenience store. Sounds like an excuse that a creep and stalker would make. It's not even an excuse. Here's a suggestion. How about you grow a couple of inches and then I would notice you, Tiny Tim. Christmas Carol reference out of nowhere? She didn't like that. Who do you think you're talking to? Monica clears her throat again, but louder this time. Both Natsuki and I look at her. How about we just calm down? He started it. Natsuki? Natsuki reluctantly shuts up. Thank you. Can't believe I make cupcakes for him. Oh? Oh yeah. Why didn't you tell me who it was? You didn't ask. Tell her who it was. Like saying that would mean anything to her. Oh well. How could she tell you when you didn't even know my name to begin with? Exactly. Shut up. Monica sighs deeply. Natsuki, please. Sorry, Natsuki, please. Take my cigarette pack from my pocket and go to light one up. Monica comes up to me and takes it out of my mouth. Hey, no smoking on the school grounds, I'm afraid. Mandatory rule. Natsuki smiles at the scene. Yeah, dummy. Don't you know that smoking stunts your growth? I smirk as soon as she says that. I'm not passing this up. Must have took you cartons of these to get where you are now. You. The comment makes her both surprised and furious. Just shut up. Monica, can you tell him to keep his mouth shut? Well, you stepped into that one yourself, Natsuki. Yuri's not arrived yet. She'll come. Monica leans on a desk. The door opens and in steps. I'm terribly sorry for arriving late. I had lost track of time. Eyes widen and the blood rushes to my face. It's her, the girl from the library. It's quite all right, Yuri. Our new member has arrived now. And this is Yuri. She's the smartest one here. Don't say things like that. I get lost in her image yet again, and it feels like we're the only ones in existence again. She's so beautiful. Why does she make me feel like this? Aren't you going to introduce yourself? I look at the curls and realize I must have looked like a right tool by just staring at Yuri and saying nothing. My name's Termuse. It's a pleasure to meet you. Natsuki laughs while staring at Monika, look to be confused by obvious, bizarre behavior. Perhaps obviously bizarre behavior? Looks like Yuri has an admirer. Natsuki, that's enough now. Natsuki turns her head up at us. Oh hey, it's the unused sprite from the original game. Then she goes to the closet at the back of the class. Oh, I remember you now. The library, correct? Yeah, that's right. We never properly introduced ourselves there. You went to the library? It was for a book. Like why else would you go to the library? Couldn't come in here without something to read. What book did you pick? I met Yuri and asked her if she knew what book I should get, so she picked that one up for me. Both Sayori and Monika look at one another and smile. Is something wrong? Nothing's wrong, Termuse. I'll let you get on with your book now. They go over to the podium and start whispering to one another. What was that all about? A bit weird, but whatever, time to read. I sit down at a desk and pull the Markov book from my bag. I look over and see Yuri sit a few desks away from mine. She's reading too. I wonder if she's reading the same kind of book she recommended to me. I shrug and start reading. I get a few pages ahead, then look up for my book. Yuri's looking at me. Her amethyst eyes lock onto my hazel brown ones. She looks away from me in the cutest way. I chuckle quietly to myself. How can she making looking away look that cute? I think this word making is supposed to say make. How can she make looking away look that cute? I shake my head. What is wrong with me today? Never normally felt like this about a girl. Something wrong, Termuse? I look away from Yuri and up at Sayori. No, nothing's wrong. She looks over at Yuri and then at me. A smile appears on her face. Okay, bye. She goes back over to Monika. What's up with the two of them? I look back over at Yuri. She's buried into her book. Might make a conversation with her since it'll be better to make some friends here. I place my book down and make my way over to Yuri's desk. I'll go and get the cupcakes now. Hey, I made them, so I'll get them. Sorry. Sorry, the flow of this sequence of events is a little odd here. I don't know. I'm not saying it's bad or anything. It's just it feels a little all over the place. Like, he said, okay, we're going to read, and then he sits down and he's looking over at Yuri, and then Sayori shows up and it goes back to Yuri, and then Sayori shows up again. I don't know. And I'll get the cupcakes now. It's a bit of a weird flow to it. They all know that Brit MC has feelings for me. Oh yeah. Oh no, I get that part of it. Whatever. Moving on. Sorry, I got a little excited. I shall prepare some tea for us. That voice of hers is so intoxicating. Sayori and Monika put some tables together to form a bigger table. Natsuki comes over with a tray and unwraps the foil covering it. These look really good, Natsuki. They sure are. Most impressive, Natsuki. You bet they do. They'll taste better than what they look. But, That feels like a Britishism that coming out of Natsuki there. that phrasing, tastes better than what they look. I think maybe, if you want to differentiate the way she talks from the way MC talks, maybe that better than how they look is a more, I'm gonna say, American way of saying that. I know this is Japan, or as somebody said, Japanifornia. I don't know. Whatever. Moving on. Sayori takes one, as do I. I take a bite of it while Sayori practically mashes it into her face. Wow, these are good, Natsuki. Thanks. What are you thanking me for? And there we go again. With the why are you thanking me for? Like, again, that phrasing is a, I believe is like a British dialect thing. I think whereas probably what are you thanking me for would probably be more fitting. The reason I'm being picky about that, uh, as I mean, we've been trying to establish that MC's British, and like Monica has a funny reaction to him talking differently. So I don't know. I just feel like it makes that whole thing fit better if the way everyone else talks is different from the way Brit MC talks. Anyway, enough rambling. Moving on. Why are you thanking me for? Not like I made them for you or anything. I raised my eyebrow. You said not that long ago that you did make them. That was before I knew it was you. Duh. Still means you made them for me. Mm, shut up. Tea's ready. We sit down while Yuri pours the tea out into teacups for us. Charmies, may I ask you something? Sure, what is it, Monica? How were you expelled from your last school? Fighting, and what's funny is I wasn't the one who had started it. Well, you're with us now, so I hope you can put that kind of behavior behind you. Yeah, let's not have a scene where she brutally beats Natsuki the way she beat that guy at the beginning of the mod. You're all good. I wouldn't notice otherwise. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't want to get too bogged down in like criticizing things. It feels mean. Anyway, the kind of behavior behind you. Hopefully, but that kind of behavior follows me, and I've always been like that. So, what's the story with you, Veronica, and the clubs? Oh, music suddenly stops. They stay silent with mixed looks on their faces. Just the principals tell me that you used to be in the debate club, that's all, so it's left me curious. Thanks a lot, Englishman. What did I do? I lost my appetite because you mentioned her. Veronica's been like that for as long as I've known her. Though the conflict between our clubs had started when I had departed from the debate club, she told those in the club that I was too good for them, which wasn't true and never was. Okay. And the reason I left was because I got tired of Veronica's attitude and behavior. So I left the club and she took over as club president, as she was the vice president. And that's when I started the literature club. Sorry, I feel like that explanation feels like it has a bit of repetitiveness in it. You can probably cut that down by a couple of lines there. I don't know, something to think about. Anyway, moving on. Monica sighs deeply. Then she and the members of the debate club proceeded to harass this club and everyone in it. Yuri's their favorite person to harass. Oh no. This sounds like it's setting up future conflicts. Yuri places her teacup down and sighs. Sari places a hand on Yuri's. It's okay, Yuri. So how come no one is stopping it like you guys, girls, or any of the teachers? Oh, wow, like we haven't done that already, Englishman. That's what sarcasm feels like on the receiving end. Doesn't feel great. We've tried, but Veronica will just do worse, and even then, she's got a lot of people on her side, and money, too. Officially hating the girl even more now. Join the club, Englishman. We're already in it. They laugh apart from Yuri, who looks to be in deep thought. In a deep thought? I would have phrased that as in deep thought, like take out the word a. Again, that might be a British thing. Moving on. Why are we laughing? They all look at Sari, who's still laughing. She stops when she realizes she's the only one laughing. What's wrong? We're laughing because we were laughing. So? It's annoying. Oh. How about we move on to something else? Aside from the book Yuri picked out for you, Charmies, are there any others you like? No, but I guess horror books are nice. I hate horror. She's the kind of person to hate anything I like. Oh, why's that? Well, never mind. That's right. You usually like to write cute things, don't you, Natsuki? No. What gave you that idea? Well, you left a scrap of paper behind at the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Give it back! Okay. Okay. Monica hands over the scrap of paper to Natsuki. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are, Natsuki. Sari sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I am not cute. I don't know, Natsuki. Writing cute poems and making little cat cupcakes says otherwise. If you write your own poems, Natsuki, then why don't you share them with us? No, she averts her eyes. No one would like them anyway. Is it because of our new member? Natsuki snorts and crosses her arms. Like I care what his opinions are. But no. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Wow. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Looks like they're paddling the same canoe. It's funny. I'm even though I'm Canadian, that's a new one on me. Canoe is that's a very Canadian-oriented boat, I would think. Like, I mean, I don't know. I think of it as a Canadian thing. I don't know how common. I mean, I don't know. I grew up in Canada. What do I know? I kind of wonder how common are canoes in other countries. It's a funny expression though. Anyway, looks like they're paddling the same canoe. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poem. Read everyone poems. I think I was supposed to say everyone's poems, like apostrophe S on the end there. Everyone is silent. Sorry. Everyone is silent. I think that one is supposed to be not there. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then tomorrow at our club meeting, we'll all share them with each other. Yay! The contrasting reactions is kind of funny. Let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think that it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Tormuse? Poems? I don't know, since I've never done any poetry my whole life. Come on, Tormuse, it'll be fun. Does anyone know what time it is? The clock in here is broken, I'm afraid. Yeah, hold on, I'll check. I pulled my phone out and I met with the weirdest look from Natsuki. What even is that? My phone? What do you think it is? Why is it so small and blocky? It's a Nokia 225. It did have a 3310, but it got damaged by water, so I had it replaced with a newer model. Shame, really. No one uses those anymore. Well, I do, so shush. Tormuse, I asked you for the time. Sorry, Monica, it's almost 4. Oh, it's nearly time to leave. Very strange how time flies when you have fun. Everyone begins to pack up while Sari and Monica put the table back into their original spots. Yuri puts the tea set away and begins to leave. I'll have to thank her for recommending the book to me. And don't forget, poems tomorrow, so write something when you get home and bring it in. Yuri's laughed. I'll contact her later about it, so don't worry. Yeah, Yuri was a little quick to leave there. I leave the club and follow Yuri. Hey, Yuri. She jumps. Sorry if I startled you there. She faces my direction, though doesn't look me in the eyes. Just wanted to say thanks. Thanks for the book. I'm grateful for it. I really am. She looks away from me. I'm glad that you liked it. I look at her hands and watch as her fingers fidget with long strands of her hair. Why is she playing with her hair? Is that a coping mechanism or something? She walks away. I smile and sigh happily, then feel a hand on my shoulder. Come on, Tormuse. I'm coming. I walk with Sari through my though my thoughts drift towards Yuri. Her image keeps running through my mind. Why can't I stop thinking about her? What am I even feeling right now, and why is she the only person to have made me feel like this? Tormuse? Huh? I was asking you how you like the club. Something wrong? I'm fine. A little warm is all. Oh. I enjoyed the club a lot. Something to look forward to from now on. I'll keep out of trouble if I can help it. Is it because of Yuri? My cheeks red and I look away. I clear my throat. I haven't got the faintest idea what you're on about, Sayori. Just enjoy being there is all. Yesterday you said you didn't like literature, so what changed your mind? I changed my mind, and what makes you think it's because of Yuri? Well, you were staring at her and looking at her the entire time, and you were looking happy when you talked to her there. I shrugged my shoulders. I found her conversations interesting, and I was happy there by sheer coincidence. I was staring at her. Big deal. I enjoy her company. I just thought... don't worry about it. See you tomorrow then, Sayori. See you tomorrow, Tormuse. I smile and wave goodbye to Sayori, then walk to my house. And incidentally, there it is again. I'll see you tomorrow, then. There's another Britishism there. It's a subtle thing. Whoa. There's with the rapid shifting transitions there. Like that extra transition in the middle, I feel is unnecessary. You can just go straight to the living room. It's perfect. It's perfectly understandable that way. Anyway, oh right, Yorkshire accent. I don't know. Should I keep trying to give Eddie a Yorkshire accent? I think when I was trying to do the accent yesterday, I think it came out sounding more Irish, but I don't know. Anyway, wait. Hello, Tormuse. Oh, Eddie. When did you get back? Not that long ago, so... How was your first day at your 11th school? It was great. The literature club was as well. Finally, something to look forward to on a school day. Eddie raises his eyebrow at me. Who are you, and what have you done with Tormuse? Oh, ha. Very funny, Eddie. But seriously, what's wrong, and why have you suddenly felt this upbeat over school? I shrug with a red face. Though I have felt something today. Felt what? I don't know I don't know what is it. Was that supposed to say I don't know what it is, perhaps? Yeah. All I know is that it's about one of the girls in the club. Eddie stifles a laugh. Stifles a laugh? Stifles a laugh? I think it's supposed to say stifles, and stifle has one F. Eddie stifles a laugh. What? You're experiencing love, and you didn't even know it. How is that possible? Love? Yes, oblivious one. You're in love. How was I supposed to know? I never was in love with anyone before. It's so easy, but it's nothing to worry about. I'm not worried. Anyway, I'll be upstairs now, so I can write something for the club. Okay, but dinner's on the table. Nice. I'll have that, then head upstairs. Sit down at the table and eat. What is it that you're writing? Poetry, and don't even laugh. At least you're staying out of trouble. But I'll keep that in mind if we exchange words next time. I flip him off. But I'm glad that you've found something to do besides getting into trouble. And found a potential little girlfriend as well. Oh, how presumptuous. I mean, it's... Never mind. The blood rushes to my face. Maybe, though I'm probably not her type. How so? I don't know exactly. I just feel like I'm not her type. You've just known her for a short time. The only way to determine if you are or not is by spending enough time with her. But I bet that you are. I smile and nod. Thanks, by the way. He smiles back and ruffles my hair. That's what one goes for, ain't it? Suppose so. I get up from the table. I'll be going upstairs now to begin. Alright, have a good night, Tormuse. I walk in and approach my desk in a search for a pen and paper. Got them. Oh, this is neat. More new art? What version of Windows is that? Interesting. Okay. Right. Time to get started on this poem. What should the poem be about, though? I stare at my blank paper whilst tapping the desk with the end of my pen. I doubt it'll be decent. I rest my hand on my cheek and sigh. My mind drifts back to Yuri, though I shake my head and maintain focus on the poem. I rest my head on my desk and groan loudly. I can't think of a single bloody thing. I groan again and start to feel my eyes get heavy. Oh, it's falling asleep. Fallen for sleep. It's anyway, I jolt upright and rub my eyes. I check the time on my phone. Oh, I fell asleep. Great. Step outside for a bit to clear my head. I light up a cigarette and smoke it. I could forget about the poetry, but then what would be the point in doing that? No, I can't do that. Make it about Yuri. No, I can't do that. I snap my fingers. I got it. Date the park with Sayori. I'll read about that. Put the cigarette out and head back inside. What is it? What's with all these rapid fire transitions? Anyway. I sit down at my desk and begin writing. After spending a while writing and trying my best, I take a look at my finished piece. Oh, neat. Okay. A special day. The birds chirping, wind blowing in a good mood, sitting down graciously in a mouthful of food. My special day was ever so wonderful, being with my best friend who is ever so colorful. Her big and happy smile letting me know everything is all right in the world. A world full of hate and violence washed away by her cheerful and happy attitude. It was a special day to be with my lifelong friend, Sayori. Wow. I mean, it's just unbearably sweet, right? you know? Um, it's like that comment I was making during the last session where uh, 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 um, uh, like MC tries to foster this sort of bad boyish look, like smoking, getting into fights, and so on. But it has this, very endearing attitude to his relationship with Sayori, and yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Because Slayer Rabbit made the comment that they have sort of a sibling like relationship, which I get. Honestly, the way they kind of bounce off of each other in their interactions, it does come across as like sort of sibling like in interaction. It's interesting because I mean, obviously the mod well, or at least by all appearances it's intended to be a Yuri focused mod, judging by the the title screen and the fact that he's so fixated on Yuri at the moment. But it's interesting that how he still manages to bring in, even though there's some degree of focus on Yuri, like that Sayori is still an important character in his life. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, moving right along. I don't have any idea if this is good or not, but it's a lot better than coming in tomorrow with a blank paper and excuse. I rub my eyes and get up from my desk. I better get to bed or I'll end up falling asleep at my desk again. I get dressed for bed and lie down. Oh, another flashback. This is MC's mom again. Tormy, sweetie, are you okay? Did you have another bad dream? I rub my eyes and nod. I'm okay. Shall I play you a tune to help you sleep? Uh-huh. She smiles at me and kisses my forehead. Lay my head back, letting the music caress my ears and carry me into a deep sleep. Though the gentle music of her guitar is interrupted by a foreign sound. Is that fire? Do I smell smoke? Uh-oh. Oh, hey. There was a network error. Please try again? Whoa. Check. Is this thing on? I'm slightly concerned about the fact that Twitch is giving me an error message here. And chat's been quiet for a while. Is it? I can't tell if this thing is recording. I mean, okay, OBS says it's recording. Okay. Connection strength, excellent. Reload player. Sorry, is this thing on? Okay, the chat message from Linkwell. Great. Are people still able to see this and hear me? Okay, good. I don't know what's going on with this display here. Okay, what if I refresh the page? Just refreshing the stream manager. Go on. I mean, go on then. It's not displaying. Like, I've got the stream manager on screen here, and it's not showing the stream. Sorry, bear with me. I mean, you say you can still see it, so cool, great. I'm just double checking something. Bear with me here. Just double checking something. Bear with me here. Okay, no, it's definitely broadcasting. It's just not displaying on the screen here. That's so weird. Okay, that's off-putting. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna move on. I have a sneaking suspicion this might be a flashback to whatever caused MC's parents to not be in the picture. So, uh-oh. I mean, that or he's having a stroke, but you know. Anyway, do I smell smoke? My eyes shoot open. Nothing but thick black smoke fills my vision. I can no longer hear the sound of my mother's music. Oh no, not this dream again. I try to move my body, but I'm unable to move even an inch. I start to feel fire start to come near me. Yeesh. Tommy's, wake up! I shoot up and gasp. I pant heavily, then look over to my side and see a worried Eddie. What's wrong? You're yelling in your sleep. Did you have another nightmare? I nod. Same one. I nod again. Eddie wraps his arm around me. Try to get some sleep again, okay? He pulls away from me. If you keep having it, then we can go and see someone about it. No, Eddie. I'll be just fine. I'll let it pass. All right. Good night. He leaves and I lie back down and try to fall asleep. I sit up and slam my hand down on the alarm. Well, time to do my morning routine. Open the fridge, look at the contents within. Leftover pizza? Jackpot. I take it out and set the leftovers on a plate. It's been forever since I had leftover pizza. I mean, like, when I was living with my parents, we'd order pizza from time to time, and you know, and get the leftovers from that. But I haven't. I've been living on my own for how long has it been? You know, it's close to 2 decades now, actually. I never order pizzas for myself, so having leftover pizza is just sort of a thing of the past. Huh, weird. Anyway, moving on. I eat it, then get ready to head out. I step outside with my eyes closed and breathe deeply. I open them again. Hi, Termuse! I jump backwards. Yeah! Sorry. What? You scared me. Siri giggles at my reaction and hugs me. I didn't mean to scare you. It's fine. How long are you waiting for me out here then? Not that long. Makes a change from having me wait for you, doesn't it? I oversleep and have big breakfasts. I'm well aware of those things. I need to start sleeping better. I can't help it. I smile and ruffle Sayori's hair. Her bow gets knocked off as a result. Oh no. Use. Why did you do that for? There's that phrase again. Why did you do that for? It's all well and good if MC is using that phrase. I mean, just in the interest of differentiating MC's pattern of speech from other people's patterns of speech, it might make sense for Sayori at least to say, "What did you do that for?" Then again, I guess she was raised alongside him, so who knows? Maybe she picked up some that sort of terminology. Um. Oh, huh. Shoot, I just there's some chat messages that have gone by that I didn't see because okay, this is so bizarre. I'm so sorry for missing the chat messages. The stream managers. There it goes. Okay, it's back again. Apologies. Looks like there's a pile of messages here. Like I'm sitting here going like the chat's been awfully quiet for an awfully long time because there are no messages here. But okay, let me catch up here. Do you think you'll do other streams on DDLC from time to time? I like them. I've been thinking about doing that actually. I mean, I haven't. I haven't really done any DDLC related streams in a while. I don't know. I've been thinking lately. I might like to pick up some mods again. Like one that I've been meaning to do forever is the club meetings mod, which is, which club meetings was originally released as a series of like short little mods, but they were later released as a compilation of all together because they sort of they're done as a sort of a weekly release kind of thing. And now there are like so many of them that like it would be really it feels really daunting, the idea of going through them all. But I hear good things. Like I hear nothing but good things about like the quality of writing in that series, and it makes me really curious to check it out. I watched someone streaming it not too long ago. Codair, a VTuber, was actually streaming it, and I was quite impressed by the little bit that I saw. So. Yeah, I want to. I really like to check that out. Not the least because the author of Club Meetings has praised my work, and that also that makes me feel a little obligated to check it out. I mean, I want to check it out anyway, but yeah, I don't know. I might just pick that up in the near future. I might just. I don't know how long it's going to take to go through the whole thing because there are a lot of them, but it could be neat to get into that. Anyway, hold on. There we go. Originally, when I first wrote this day, I had dream sequences with Yuri. I switched it to just that one instead. That's a habit. No worries. Yeah, she does have her moments where she has said words or spoken those sentences. Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, where was I? Moving right along. Why did you do that for? Sorry, it was an accident. I pick it up for her and hand it over. She tries to put it in with no luck. Having trouble? I don't have a mirror. Could you do it for me? I'll try. I take her bow and try to put it in her hair. I can't do it. Could you just head back inside and do it? Okay. Don't knock it out again. I raise my hands. I'll be gentle next time, okay? She goes back inside again. I wait for a few minutes. She emerges from her house, her red bow fixed. All done. I smile. Glad to hear it. You ready to go now? That reminds me. What? Race ya! So he runs ahead and I sigh and then follow in pursuit. You won't beat me this time. We make it to the entrance of the school, albeit getting beat in the race by a few inches. Sorry. We make it to the entrance of the school, albeit getting beat in the race by a few inches? Like, I win, I pant and bend over. Um, okay. I think you meant to say that he gets beat by a few inches. Like, I mean, you said we, and then it sounds like we get beat by a few inches, which doesn't seem to fit. I think you meant to say that MC gets beat by a few inches. So I think the sentence needs some rewording. Anyway, moving on. I pant and bend over. No fair. You got a head start, so I win by default. Sari shakes her head. Nope. I won that fair and square. Now you have to buy me lunch. Hold up. When was that permitted? It was decided. We never said it. We never said agree to that. I think that word "said" is extra there. We never agreed to that. I did. Would a cookie suffice? Suffice? I think that's another typo. Suffice is spelled S-U-F-F-I-C-E. No, well, R is next to F. Maybe that was just a typo. Anyway, moving on. Sorry, I'm just checking something over here. Okay. There's a weird delay. I mean, an uncomfortably long delay between what's displayed on OBS and what's displayed on the Twitch Stream Manager. In fact, yeah, Twitch Stream Manager seems to be frozen entirely. This is annoying. It does not usually have these issues. It's weird. Okay, I don't know what's going on with it. Whatever, I'm gonna move on. Sari ponders at my offer. Ponders at my offer? I would take out the word at. I mean, unless again, unless that's another Britishism there. Sari ponders my offer, I think would be grammatically correct. Apple juice as well? Yes. That will do. She hugs me tightly and I happily return it. Could you get me lunch as well? I'll be a little hungry later. I sigh and look down at that cinnamon bun head of hers. Sure, whatever. Sari giggles and walks into the main building without saying another word to me. Good thing I have plenty of money on me, otherwise I'd be broke by now. Now, how much of an income does MC have? I mean, presumably, I'm sort of presuming Eddie gives him an allowance or something. Anyway, I walk inside and I see Sari talking with Monica. Monica notices me and smiles. Good morning, Charmuse. Morning, Monica. I do apologize if I was rude towards you yesterday. I've been under a lot of stress from my parents, teachers, and the classes. Then, of course, the drama between myself, Veronica, and our clubs. It just got to me. It's okay, so don't worry about it, Monica. By the way, I found it very difficult to write a poem yesterday. Oh, you didn't write one then? I smile and pull a poem from my bag. Actually, I ended up writing it, but I'm not sure if it's good or not. It doesn't matter, Charmuse, because at the end of the day, you wrote something and we can help you improve. Sari makes an attempt to look at my poem, but I put it back into my bag before she gets a peek. You'll see it later. Sari gives me a disappointed look, but she nods with a smile. I'll be looking forward to seeing it, Charmuse. There's the bell. Bye, Charmuse and Monica. Then see you later, Sari. Bye, Sari. Sorry. Yeah. She smiles and leaves for her class. I'll be going now, Monica. See you at the club. Before you go, I have a question for you. Shoot. Oh, that's a little forward. Do you like Yuri? It's only been one day. Chill, Monica. Come on. I turn away. I mean, well, Yes. She's good company is all. I don't think that's the reason. She giggles. I'm only teasing you. I figured that. I'm off to my class now. Okay, I'll see you at the club. She heads off in the direction of her class, but turns around and waves goodbye to me. I wave back and head to my class as well. Looks like things are dying down a little now. I take my seat at the back of the class. Some people stare at me and whisper amongst themselves, but I don't care. I take notes while Mr. Birch drones on with whatever. I pack myself up and leave the classroom. Walk down the corridors, make my way to the club. I turn a corner and collide heads with Sayori. Owie! She falls down, lands her ass on the bottom step. What a sentence. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I didn't see you there. I kneel down and move Sayori's hands away from her face. She has a red mark forming on her forehead and her eyes have tears in them. Oh no. You alright? She shakes her head. There's a water fountain under the stairs. We'll put some cold water on that. I bring Sayori to the fountain and dab some cold water on her head. I keep doing it after a minute passes. Okay, let's find something to dry. She uses my blazer to dry her head. Never mind, that works too, I guess. You feeling a bit better now? She nods tearfully and I help her onto her feet. You sure that fall you had looked painful? It's okay, my butt cushioned my fall. I smile and wipe her tears away. Kinda like when we were kids, eh? What happened? The stream cut off? Oh, are you serious? Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, shoot. I how much got cut out? I can't tell. This thing has been acting up. Like like OBS still shows it's playing. It still has a little timer counter going. It says excellent signal strength. Maybe for like 5 to 9 minutes, you think? Okay, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, well, what happened? I mean, they showed up at the school. Monica is a little direct and asks MC if he likes Yuri. And he gets all embarrassed, and she says, haha, just teasing. And then he has class, it's all boring, and then he turns a corner and collides with Sayori. She goes, owie. And then she starts crying, and he puts cold water in her head to help with that. And she dries her hair using his blazer. I hope that sums things up. I'm not sure exactly where it got cut off or where you left off, so maybe I should have asked that first. Yeah, that's about it, I think. Anyway. Yeah, the stream cut off when Sayori said, Termes, why did you do that for? Oh, right. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Not a whole lot happened there. Knocked her bow off her head, and she got upset, and then she went back inside to put the bow back on, and then she said, race you, and then ran off ahead of them, and they had an argument about, hey, that wasn't fair, you can't, you had a head start, so I should have won the race by default. And she was like, nope, you have to buy me lunch now. And then he argues her down to, okay, I'll buy you a cookie and apple juice. And she accepts that. So that's all that happened there. Streaming is a pain. Yeah, no kidding. I don't know, like, I don't know what's up with this. Like, sometimes everything works fine perfectly, and every once in a while, like, it just cuts out for no apparent reason, and it just otherwise gives me trouble. Anyway, I'm just gonna move on. I've spent enough time dawdling here. Let's move on. The Betty was the one that did all the help whenever we got hurt. Yeah, he was there for me a lot. There for clumsy little Sayori. They're accidents, though. I gently boop Sayori on the nose. She lets out a giggle. Some things never change about her. Do you want to walk to the club with me? I smile again. I'd like that. We walk upstairs, but Sayori nearly stumbles backwards. You okay? Feeling a little dizzy from our heads hitting together. Uh-oh. Does she have a concussion? Maybe brain damage? How would we know? Sorry, that's mean. Moving on. Lean on me for support then. Sayori leans on my shoulder happily. We arrive outside of the club, albeit a little late due to having to support Sayori on my shoulder. Thank you, Tarmuse. Not at all. I actually thought you and Yuri would be walking to the club together. I raised my eyebrow at Sayori's giggling. No, why would we walk together? And I don't know where her class is. Besides, I like walking with you. Sayori smiles happily at my response and hugs my chest tightly. I start to smell the faint scent of vanilla coming from somewhere. Where is that coming from? I trace it to Sayori's hair. Sayori, why does your hair smell like vanilla? My new hair conditioner. Oh, I didn't know you got new conditioner. Well, I did. I hope my poem will be good. First time I've made any kind of attempt with one. Don't worry. I'll like it even if it's bad. Marvelous. It'll be like never hated it even though you did. What? Sorry, this is odd phrasing here. Marvelous. It'll be like never hated it. Even be like you never hated it, perhaps? I'm trying to parse this sentence out. It doesn't seem to be grammatically correct. It'll be like you never hated it even though you did. That's what I'm guessing it's supposed to say. Anyway, moving on. I didn't mean to say that. I meant that I'll like it no matter what. I chuckle and ruffle her hair. You're so goofy. She laughs a little. She nuzzles her bit. There's so much physical affection between these two. All the hair ruffling and the hugs and so on, and nose booping. She nuzzles her face into my torso, making me blush a little. How are you so warm? Feels nice. Sayori, could you stop? Why? You rub the back of my neck. My face must look like a cherry right now. Aw, you're blushing. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. She giggles. Are you ready to go in now? Mm-hmm. We walk inside to only find Natsuki in there, sitting at one of the front row desks reading her manga. Huh. Wonder where Monika and Yuri are at. Natsuki looks up from her manga and shoots me a glare before going back to it. They should be along soon. I lean into Sayori's ear to whisper. Mind explaining what's up with Natsuki? She's always looking pissed off. She's always been like that, but she's really nice once you get to know her. From the looks of things, I'll be old and gray by the time that happens. The door to the classroom opens and Monika and Yuri walk in. Sorry for arriving late to the club. Yuri and I had a discussion in private. Oh? Oh. Is Monika playing matchmaker now? Is that what's happening? I mean, after she made that, asked that question about if MC likes Yuri? Anyway. A discussion? What was it about? I sigh and look at Sayori. If it's in private, then why would they tell us? It doesn't matter. It was a friendly discussion. Indeed, so you don't have to worry about a thing, Sayori. It's too noisy over here. I'm going to the closet. I feel like she always picks fights and complains all the time. Well, I'll let the rest of you go, and I will remind you when we will be sharing our poems. Yuri goes to a desk in the center of the room. I smile softly while looking at her, though I stop what I'm doing as I see both Monika and Sayori watching me. I'll just go and read now. I don't know if Monika will be the same as in Fallen Angel. I'm trying to remember. Oh, it's been a while since I read Fallen Angel. That's yeah. Monika's kind of like really mean for no reason in that one, right? Like she's just tries to drive a wedge between MC and Yuri. Yeah, well, we'll see, I guess. Siri goes to one of the desks at the front with what I would assume is her poem in her hands. She's jealous of our color. Yeah, exactly. That's my recollection as well. I mean, I said it for no reason, but I mean, ostensibly the reason is jealousy, but it's like, it's just kind of odd because, like, she and MC have basically no interaction for the whole mod, so this jealousy motivation just kind of comes out of nowhere. But whatever. For context, Monica caught Yuri. Oh no. Oh, that seems like a spoiler there. Oh, that's unfortunate. But I mean, it's unfortunate what Yuri was doing. Hey, Replex! Yo, hello person. Welcome to the stream. First time chatter. Cool. How's it going? Thanks for stopping by. We're playing, or we're going through the demo for Fallen for You as a DDLC mod. I think we're approaching the end of the demo because Slayer Rabbit is wanted to offer insight. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, because Slayer Rabbit is the author of the mod. He mentioned that it ends at the end of this day, so it's going good. I'm just here to spread Sayori love. Cool. Well, this mod has a lot of very cute Sayori interaction, so you might like that aspect of it. Anyway, moving right along. Sayori goes to one of the desks at the front with what I would assume is her poem in her hands, while Monica goes to the podium doing who knows what. I walk over to Yuri and she's reading her Markov book. Oh, so she has her own copy too, huh? What's the mod exactly? Okay, well, premise as I understand it is MC, well, first of all, MC is British. I haven't been giving him an accent, so apologies for that, but he apparently has a number of British mannerisms. He's been raised by his uncle along with Sayori. Like his uncle's looking after Sayori as well when they were growing up together. So he and Sayori are very close. You know, it's a Yuri focused mod, but the mod focuses on more than the two of them. Yeah, what Slayer said there. Yeah. It's but yeah, yeah. This is the demo which focuses on the first few days. So yeah, let's move right along here. Yuri was reading her Markov book. Hey Yuri, I'm really liking that Markov book. Nice book. She puts her book down and makes no eye contact with me. I'm glad you like it. I accidentally let out a chuckle from her behavior. She completely sinks down as soon as she hears it. I'm sorry. No, it's okay. I wasn't trying to make fun of you. Just that it's I cover my mouth just before I say anything. I clear my throat. Never mind. Do you want to perhaps read together? I've not read a lot of the book. Read together? It's totally fine if you don't. I'm not exactly a good reading partner anyway. I would love to read together. I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. The desk is a bit small for two people, though. I got it. I slide my desk next to Yuri's and sit down next to her. Tormuse, aren't you forgetting your book? Quite the 180 from his usual behavior. Is it? Is it a 180 though? I mean, we've seen so far. We've seen a bit of wide-ranging behavior from him. I mean, like the opening scene, he beats the crap out of some dude, but he's also really you know, has a lot of affectionate and endearing interactions with Sayori. So, you know, like I guess it kind of depends on who he's interacting with, and there's also a lot of, you know, playful, crude banter with his uncle. So I'm actually not sure what his usual behavior would be because it kind of changes. I mean, I'm not saying this is a criticism or anything. His usual behavior kind of changes depending on who he's interacting with. Um, Full transparency, I believe criticizing the shit out of MC's behavior is an integral part of the DDLC experience. Fair enough. Um, I mean, okay. Like it depends. I mean, okay. I I think it's Brit MC is a very different MC. Yeah. Um, I think the important thing to recognize is it's possible to like something while also criticizing it. You know, like nothing is perfect. Everything's going to have its good points and bad points. Uh, I, you know, it's you don't have to just be like blindly all the way fanboy, kind of love every part of it, and you don't have to just blindly hate all of it either. Like you can you can it's possible to enjoy something while still recognizing its faults. You know, that's the way I see it anyway. Um, so if I say something critical of the mod, it doesn't mean it's a bad mod or anything. I've got plenty of critical or criticisms to make of my own mods for that matter. I've been thinking, um, in 2 months it's going to be the 5-year anniversary of when I released my own first DDLC mod, True Literature Club. I can't believe it's been 5 years since I wrote that. Wow. And I was thinking of doing a stream of it as sort of a retrospective, just look again at it because I frankly, a lot of it sort of feels embarrassing to me now. I mean, I do think a lot of it holds up, but there's a lot of it that I wouldn't do it that way now, and it's yeah. I mean, tastes evolve over time. People change. It's I think it would be interesting. Would be interesting to compare TLC and your biggest mod, which we used to call Storm. Yep. Yeah, exactly. I kind of want to make a DLC mod, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, cool. Hey, go for it. It just so happens, I made a guide that can help you out with that. If you go on the r/DDLC mods subreddit, there's a guide there. Aside from his interaction with Sari and Eddie, Brit MC's usual behavior is like what you saw at the beginning. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Zero clue how to make mods, so thank you, lol. Well, I mean, it starts from having a good story idea in mind, I think. You just have an idea what you want to do with it. Like if it's your first time making mods, like making mods is pretty simple. RenPy, which is the coding language which is used to make visual novels, or it's the language that Dan Salvato used to make DDLC. It's fairly simple to learn. Like there's a bit of a learning curve at the beginning, but it's fairly straightforward. Yeah, mostly it depends on the skill of the writer, really. You just I don't know, just maybe best to start with something small. Maybe do a simple scene, see how it looks, see how it feels, and then move on to something more ambitious when you feel up to it. And Linkswell, I am making a DLC mod at the moment. The demo is ready to be posted, but I fear the grammar, since I'm not English native speaker. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, what can I say? Maybe it's good idea to find a native English speaker to do some proofreading for you. I've done a lot of proofreading for quite a few mods over the years. Particularly when I was because I used to be a moderator in the modding community. So I've been pretty. I'm not remotely as active now as I used to be in that community, but I've done a fair bit of that myself. I don't know if I'm looking to get back into doing that, but but I do think there is a lot of value in play testing and getting people to test your creations out and yeah, getting people to proofread them too. I think I tried to write a decent script before I do any real work. Yeah, fair enough. I think that's a good idea for sure. So having him experience love for the first time ever was the perfect scenario to break the ice. Yeah, there you go. 3 people have already done proofreading my mod, and thanks to them the grammar's much better. Excellent. Very cool. What's the mod called? I'm curious. You said that the demo is ready to be posted, so it's Doki Doki the Reflection. Okay, okay, very cool, very cool. I'm still writing this, by the way. I'm stuck on Act 2 as of right now. All right, all right. Cool, cool. I'm gonna move on with the story. Tormuse, aren't you forgetting your book? I facepalm. You utter effing pillock. Thanks for reminding me. I get up and retrieve the book from my bag and sit down next to Yuri. I think that's supposed to sit down. There's another typo there. Sit down next to Yuri again. I place the book in the center of the desk and open it up. I begin to realize how close I am to Yuri, which makes reading the book both difficult and awkward. We'll be squashed together sitting like this. Not just that, but turning the page as well. I ponder at what to do. Perhaps this may help. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. What are your pronouns, by the way? He, him. How about you? Alright, cool. Yeah. Takes her left arm, holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. That works. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. It's easy to turn the page now. She, her? Okay, cool, cool. That's a lot better now. I look over at Yuri and we're now huddled together. No. Hold on, back up. We're now huddled together now? Looks a little weird with the word now twice in the same sentence. I have a feeling one of those wasn't supposed to be there. Oh well. Sorry, this is me being in proofreading mode. Moving right along. A lot more closer than before. I can somewhat feel the warmth radiate off of the right side of Yuri's face. Are you ready to turn the page? Sorry, a bit distracted is all. I turn the page, but look over at Yuri's face again. I don't even know how I'll be able to focus when I'm like this. That's okay. We resume reading and I scooch a little closer to Yuri. Was that supposed to say scooch, perhaps? I'm familiar with the word scooch, as in, like, to scooch over, but this looks like a typo. Does scooch have a T in it? Like, should it be SCOOTCH? I don't even know if scooch is a real word. I mean, I don't know. It feels like it might be a slang. I'm curious. Like if I do a search for scooch. Oh, okay. Do you mean scooch without the T? All right. Scooch with a T is a variant of scooch. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so yeah, scooch without the T. SCOOCH. I learned something today too. Anyway, let's see. Let's get back into this. We resume reading, and I scooch a little closer to Yuri. Never thought that I'd enjoy reading a book, or even enjoy being in a club like this. Rather close, aren't we? Sorry, I'll move a bit to give you some space. It's okay. I remain where I am and feel relaxed by how close I am next to her. Jeez, you guys sure are close together. I turn my head to Natsuki, who rolls her eyes and goes back to reading her manga. She ruins this perfect moment and goes back to staying silent. Not a chance. Hey, Natsuki. Want to mind your own goddamn business? Besides, we're only reading together, so you wouldn't understand a bloody thing about it. That isn't a big surprise since you're liable to scare any potential reading partner away with that cold attitude of yours. Dude, come on. You're gonna make things uncomfortable for Yuri here. Oh well. Monica comes over to us. Okay, I don't want any fights or arguments now. We've been having a peaceful atmosphere. And tell that Englishman to keep his mouth shut and go back to reading that book of his. He's treating us like an after-school hangout club by cuddling up to Yuri. Rather bold of you to say, considering you keep a manga collection in the club room. I wince and let out a light chuckle. Manga's literature. Natsuki's right, Monica. So let her read her colorful and cute picture books in peace. Natsuki growls and throws something at me. It misses me and barely misses Yuri, who gets startled from the sound of the projectile hitting her desk. Ah, Natsuki, please be careful. Be more careful. Natsuki, don't throw things in here. She ignores him and picks up her manga and goes to the closet. Okay, everyone, it's time to share poems. Well, that was an awkward segue. I retrieve my poem from my bag and come back over. Might as well share with you and see if I can improve on anything. She smiles and takes my poem. Okay. Well, I feel like okay, that transition was a little weird. Like I feel like it should specify that he goes to Monica. I mean, I know it's clear by the fact that Monica's standing in front of him, but it just feels like I don't know. That transition should have been made a little clearer. Though I did a lot of changes to this demo compared to the original writing. Monica is going to be pushy towards Third MC. Okay. This mod has 0 flaws whatsoever. Completely perfect. Cool. Anyway, moving on. She smiles and takes my poem. She starts reading it and lowers it. Considering this is your first ever attempt at writing poetry, this is really impressive, Tormuse. Are you fond of Sayori? This does appear to be about her, after all. Well, we're just close friends. Nothing more than that. Just that you wrote about her, so I assume that you had feelings for her, which is why you made the poem. I thought she was playing matchmaker with MC and Yuri. Maybe she's just she's just indiscriminately playing matchmaker with everyone. Anyway, moving on. No, it's because of the day we had together during the weekend, which inspired me to write this. That, and I couldn't think of anything else to write. I say that last part in a low tone since it feels more of an excuse than anything. It's quite okay, Tormuse. I won't judge you for it. Besides, it shows that you're more than capable of writing poetry despite having never done it before. Thanks. She nods and hands me her poem. Hole in Wall. Oh. Okay. It's OG poem. Vanilla poem. Lifted directly from the original game. Should I read it out? I mean, I'm assuming everyone in this audience has probably already heard this one before. Maybe Monica's just really into anime? Glad that I made Veronica the antagonist instead of Monica. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Okay, I'll read it out, I guess. Hole in Wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Not the best of poetry writers, so I had to make do with the vanilla ones. Yeah, fair enough. That's, honestly fair enough. Of course, but MC's one was alright. Yeah, of course. I mean, of course, in the context of the original game, like, the meaning of this poem is, Monica realizes that she's a work of fiction, and that's what she's writing about. I don't know if that's the direction that this mod is going to go in, but anyway, let's see what she has to say about it. I stare at it, unable to understand what it even means. What do you think of it, Tormuse? It's a nice piece of writing. Thank you. I understand if you don't know what the poem is about or what it means. I think I have an idea of what it means. Oh, do you now? It's about looking through a window and seeing someone on the other side of it, but I don't know exactly. I'll leave you to decide on that, because I won't say anything else. I hand Monica her poem and take mine in return. She goes over to Natsuki and I go over to Yuri. Hey Yuri, ready to share poems now? She nods and takes my poem. She looks to be heavily concentrated. I give her a little more time to read it. She hands it back to me. So, how was it? Oh, sorry, I forgot to speak. Take your time, don't worry. I'm worrying? I'm sorry. Hey, don't. Just ease yourself, alright? She breathes deeply and exhales. Was this really your first attempt at writing poetry? Yeah, it's my first attempt. It's impressive for a first attempt, though you do need some improvement if you don't mind my saying so. Not at all. I knew I needed to improve something. Thanks for being so honest with me. Yeah, it just occurred to me. Monica didn't give her writing tip of the day. In fact, she didn't have any feedback, did she? Oh well. Thanks for being so honest with me. May I read yours now? You may. Goes into the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing the air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. I'm terribly sorry if my handwriting is awful. Awful? That's great. I like the words you used in here. What's this? I feel like the idea of story mods have a few fundamental issues, mainly being that everyone interprets and values different things in stories, so the feel of each mod can be entirely different. Yeah, no, that's exactly it. It's, you know, the strength or weakness of mods depending on your perspective, I guess. Yeah, no, everyone's going to have different ideas of what the characters are like. It's yeah, um, yeah. People have wildly different opinions of them. Um, what else can you say about that? So like, depending on what mod you're playing, they could have some wildly different interpretations, and then what am I trying to say? Yeah, different mods are going to appeal to different people, I guess is what I'm getting at here. I don't know why, but every time you take a sip of your cup, I think you drink tea or something like that. It's actually just water, and I'm refilling it from my water bottle here because that's I don't want to have to get up to refill it from the sink or whatever. Um, I mean, I do think it's important to like keep hydrated when I'm doing so much reading out loud. So I always have the water handy there. Scratch that. It's not an inherent flaw. It's more just kind of interesting. Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, moving on. It's great, and I like the words you used in here. You know a thing or two about poetry. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I know hearing that from me might not be credible because I don't know a lot about poetry or anything about it really. Your feedback is meaningful regardless of that. Thank you. Oh, and are you into ghosts by any chance? No. Just with the title, I thought it was about a ghost. Sorry if I don't understand the full meaning behind this. It's okay. You're new to all of this. But yeah, don't worry about your handwriting. It's actually very beautiful. Just that I'm not good at reading cursive. I see. I'm sorry if it seemed like I didn't like your poem. Still empty comments from MC as per usual, yeah. Also because the debate club and Veronica didn't make an appearance in the demo, they pop into the mod the day after, so I gave them mentionings to show who they are. Yeah, fair enough. I don't know. I think you've established well enough that they're you've established them pretty well as the antagonists in this story, so no problems there. Moving right along. She looks away and plays with her hair. Yuri, don't even worry about it. You offered some friendly advice and I'm grateful for it. She smiles and nods at me. We return each other's poems and Yuri goes over to Monica and I go over to Sayori. Okay, let me see your poem now. Sayori reaches for it with excitement. I hold it above her and grin. You're quite the eager one, aren't you? I chuckle as I hold it in the air. Try muse. Stop being a meanie. I laugh softly and boop her nose. We got a lot done this year. I might end up doing a second demo. Okay, alright. Yeah, fair enough. Here you go, goofball. Sayori takes the poem from my hands. Her eyes light up as she reads it. She lowers the poem down with the most heartwarming smile ever plastered on her face. You made it about me? Oh, that's so thoughtful of you. I think MC likes Sayori knows. Yeah. He's booped it a few times in this mod. Yeah. Remember the weekend together? Mm-hmm. The day at the park we spent together popped into my head, and when I was thinking about it, what to write for my poem. Then she hugs me tightly. But you made it about me. Can I read yours now? She nods, picking up her poem from her desk next to her and propping it in front of my eyes. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sunshine and breakfast. Can't say I'm surprised that you wrote about those two. Breakfast is the best meal of the day. Well, dessert is as well. And sunshine brightens my day and shines through the rain clouds. I like it, Sayori. It's very much like you. She resumes hugging me, and I hug her in return. So much hugging. You're a softie now. Hey, I'm not a softie. Tee, I'm kidding. I shared with Monica, Yuri, Sayori, so that would leave just what I need to get another interaction with the rude girl. It'd be kind of funny if the argument that's normally between Yuri and Natsuki here is between Natsuki and MC instead. The rude girl, yeah. I'd stay away from her, but I have to share my poem with her, so there's no easy way out of this. I'll let you go ahead and share with whoever it is you're sharing with now. I hand Sayori her poem back and take mine. She leaves their poem and I start to walk over to Natsuki. She looks at me with a judging look. Let's just get this over with. I don't like this any more than you do. Sure about that, Englishman? 100%. Give it here. Natsuki yanks the poem from my hand and skims through it. She hands it back to me. Want a rating on it? Not really, but go ahead. Mine is 10 out of 10. Rude. Oh boy. That's how much I dislike it, Englishman. Fascinating. Here's mine. Maybe you'll learn something from a real writer. What is her major malfunction? Natsuki's pissing off an MC. Yeah. Why is Natsuki being mildly racist? Hmm? Oh, the Englishman thing. Yeah. Moving on. I take it from her and begin to read it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. I raise my eyebrow at the paper's contents. She has a lot of nerve to say my poem is bad. How was it? Bet you're jealous of what I can do. Yeah. Totally jealous of this thing. I knew it. Yours is a little okay, though. I'm only saying that because it was made for Sayori. I so badly want to strangle this girl. Oh boy. Natsuki takes her poem off of me and goes over to Yuri. Okay. I thought maybe the conflict was about to escalate, but I guess not. I will say I can defend Natsuki in the base game for a couple of reasons, but this iteration is less defendable. Yeah, she's being pretty rude in this. Sort of exaggeratedly rude. Oh well, here we go. I take mine off the desk and sigh. I should stand out for a moment before I kill her. Oh boy. I sink to the floor and sigh again. The clubroom door opens. Tremuse? Why are you out here for? There's that turn of phrase again. Why are you out here for? Yeah. Stuffy in there. Needed a little air. Why are you out here for? That's a silly question to ask. I saw you leave, so I came out to see what was wrong. I stand up and look at Sayori. What is it? Your hair is so messy. You're one to talk. Yours makes a bird's nest look like a comb over. Don't be mean. Sayori comes over and begins to fix my hair with her hands. Am I not touching my hair with your grubby hands? Though feeling her hands run through my hair was pleasant. I need a comb. And you just now realize that? Well, I don't have one on me. You carry cigarettes and a light but no comb? You don't carry one either. That's because I use a hairbrush. You've never used that hairbrush of yours once in your whole life. Your uniform is messy too. Don't even try to fix it. It's better off like this. Sarah begins to button my blazer up. Only MC WTF? Sorry, WTF at which part? Sheesh, what is up with her and getting this physical with me lately? Oh, so he's noticing it too. Like, I noticed all the hugs and hair ruffling and nose booping. I would have never thought this loser would smoke cigarettes. Yeah, well, that's been a thing in this mod. Yeah, he's a smoker. Anyway. Sayori. Aw, you're blushing again. I'm not. Anyway, let's go back in now. Thought they'd be finished by now. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something, Natsuki? Oh, it's nothing. The music stopped. It's ominously quiet right now. That's usually, I mean, in the base game, that's usually a sign something bad's about to happen. Here it is, yeah. Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki places the poem under the desk and pushes it away like it was nothing. Guess you could say it's fancy. Thank you. Yours is cute. Cute? Cute? Oh, what did I say wrong? You said it's cute. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? What's going on here? Filled with curiosity, I come over and listen, but keep my distance. I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was only trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't come out nice at all. Made my own adjustments to the dialogue. Yeah, I've noticed. I mean, I've read through the original enough times to be pretty familiar with it, so I noticed when there are changes. Yeah. Yuri was trying to compliment your poem. Did you get up in arms about it? Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, then I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sari liked it. Monica did too. So based on that, I'll give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I do appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Can see Yuri being more pensive and Natsuki more aggressive. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of how they are generally, really. Notice that she didn't mention Brit MC in that line. Now that you mention it, yeah. Yeah. In the yeah. Anyway, moving on. Just mentioned Sari Monica, yeah. I scoff. Ooh, that one was just ouch. Sorry, what was it again? Oh, I haven't yet. Yeah. And Tormy's like my poem too. He said my writing was very beautiful. Oh. Natsuki stands and makes what I can assume is an attempt to tower over Yuri. Sight makes me nearly laugh. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress a new member, Yuri. Wish the shows on the TV were as interesting as this. I'm not. You just... I'm just what? Yuri looks Natsuki dead in the eyes. You're just jealous because he appreciated my advice. Are you that full of yourself? Well, are you? No. If I was so full of myself, Natsuki, then I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Natsuki's face is red with anger and her fists are clenched. I look over at Sayori, who goes over to them, obviously trying to dissolve the argument. Well, you know what? I'm not the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Tremiu started showing up. Natsuki! Sounds like someone's a little jealous of someone's body. Shut up. Malka finally comes over. Termuse, don't make things worse. And Natsuki, that was a little... It doesn't feel like this doesn't involve you. Yuri then turns to me and she looks hurt from Natsuki's remark about her breasts. Termuse, she's making me look bad. Hardly. You were the one who started it. And don't get Termuse to aid you like he's some damsel in distress. See, I can say fancy words too. Push Natsuki, which alarms Sayori, and she gets in between the two of us. You got a real attitude problem, don't you, Natsuki? You juvenile bitch. Natsuki's face is even redder by this point, and saying she looks like a cherry would be an understatement. Bitch. Bitch. Grr. Malka clears her throat loudly. Okay, everyone, I won't let this madness continue. Uh-oh, black screen? Sorry, uh-oh, black screen? Did the stream cut out or something? I mean, there's still stuff on the screen for me. Did something go wrong with the stream again? I mean, it still seems to be going. Everything looks fine on my end. Okay, I'm just gonna... Yeah, okay, cool. I'm just gonna go on. I won't let this madness continue. None of this is my fault. Blame Yuri. She started all this just because she couldn't learn to appreciate simple writing. Was that as bad as you going on about her stuffing her bra? But I wouldn't do anything, so... Yuri chokes up and rushes out of the clubroom crying. Aw. Sayori tries to follow after, but Malka stops her. Let her take a moment. Malka glares at both Natsuki and I. See what's happened now? I didn't do anything. You made it escalate like that, and maybe it wouldn't have if you didn't say anything. And Natsuki, you know as well as I do that Yuri's been ridiculed enough. And she's insecure about her appearance as it is, without that little remark about her breasts. I didn't mean it. I got angry and said things I shouldn't have. Ridiculed enough? In debate clubs, certain members have harassed her for that very thing. Dumb question to ask. Now let's get the apologies out of the way and end the club meeting on a better note. Working fine right now? Okay, that's good. I mean, Slayer mentioned earlier that that Monica was talking to Yuri earlier because Yuri had been self-harming earlier. If Monica's concerned about that, I mean, I would think that Monica would want to run after her. I don't know. I hope I see Sayori just walked off the screen, so hopefully she's looking after her at least. Anyway, Monica gestures to both Natsuki and I. Sorry for making that comment about you being jealous. I'm sorry for being rude to you. Weird hearing an apology coming from her. That's a little better. But Yuri needs an apology now. If we can find her. She might be in the bathroom. Monica goes pale and has a look of worry about her. What's wrong, Monica? Hope she's not... I don't want her to do anything rash. What are you talking about? People go to the bathrooms to cry. It's just, she might... Never mind. I look around the room. Where'd Siri go to? Knowing her, she'll be at the vending machine. At a time like this, and all she thinks about is her stomach. Doesn't surprise me in the slightest. Well, sorry, we'll wait for Siri to return, then we look for Yuri so Natsuki can apologize to her. I don't know, Monica. I mean, if you're concerned that she's going to hurt herself, you might want to prioritize finding her now. Siri will be fine. Whatever. The scene was changed also. Natsuki would have been rude further, but I felt this version would have helped convey that Natsuki's not that bad. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Charmy's 2. Oops, sorry, hold on. Charmy's 2 what? Oh, okay. Why? You were the one who brought up her chest. At least I didn't outright say it. You didn't? Okay. Please stop. I think we've had enough fighting for one day. Siri comes in with a cookie in her mouth and a bottle of apple juice in her hand. I thought that the agreement was that MC was going to buy those for her. About time you got here. What'd I miss? The cookie falls out of her mouth and hits the floor. Oh no, tragedy. My cookie! Food at a time like this? We were waiting for you to come back so we can find Yuri and I can apologize to her. Oh, what? I think I heard Yuri crying, but I'm not sure where she was. And you just... Really, Siri? And you just... you still prioritized your cookie? Oh boy. Oh boy. Moving right along. Facepalm, yeah, exactly. Well, I'll go look for her in that case. We leave the club room and Monica locks the door. So no one comes in while we're away. Happened before? Yes. Oh. Uh-oh. Foreshadowing. Foreshadowing. Anyway, we wander around the 3rd floor and then hear soft crying coming from the stairwell. I hear she's in the stairwell, well, most likely sitting by the water fountain, so she's left alone. People will hear her, though. Just my speculation, since she's not in the bathroom. I'll go, because it's my fault she's crying, and maybe Charmy is a little... Hey. Will you come, or are you going to stand there? I'll come just to make sure she's alright. Natsuki rolls her eyes at me, and then she goes down the stairwell. What does it mean, foreshadowing? Oh, foreshadowing just, it means it's, it's hinting at what's going to come up later in the story. It's what am I trying to say here? I mean, Monica remarking that people have she has to lock the door because people have gone in there to mess things up or whatever. I'm presuming it's referring to the debate club, and we're going to hear more about what folks from the debate club did later on in the story. I mean, I got a lot planned for Veronica's lot. Yeah, that's what I figured. Anyway, moving on. We walk down them and peer underneath it. Yuri is sitting next to the water fountain and has her face buried into her knees. Aw. Natsuki comes over to Yuri and sits down in front of her. Yuri keeps crying into her knees and wipes her eyes with the sleeves of her blazer. How badly does she get ridiculed by the debate club to warrant this kind of reaction? Sorry, warrant has an A here. W-A-R-R-A-N-T, by the way. You're still taking notes, Slayer Rabbit? Okay, that's something that seems logical if I may say so. Yeah, exactly. I think so. Anyway, what I said was out of anger. I didn't mean any of it. But you said hurtful things as well. I try to come over, but Natsuki stops me from coming any closer. Harry, look at me. She lifts her head up slightly, now making eye contact with Natsuki. I'm sorry for making four feel like this? I'm assuming that's a typo there. I'm sorry for making you feel like this, perhaps? I'm assuming that's what you meant to say there. I feel so ashamed. We can barely understandable through her stiffles and sniffles. Okay. Firstly, I hmm. I think you meant you meant to either say we can barely understand her or she is barely understandable. Probably makes more sense to say she is barely understandable. And what's this about stiffles? I haven't. Is that a word? I have to Google the word stiffles now. Did you mean stifles? Okay, so I don't think stiffles is a word. Oh, a dialectical form. What's this? Okay. Translations context is still. Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen the word stiffles used before. Maybe I don't know if maybe that's another dialectical thing or something. Okay, let me just stiffles and sniffle. It. I tried typing in stiffles and sniffles to find if that's an expression, and it auto-corrected to sniffles and snuffles. I don't know. Google is failing to turn up anything for stiffles. I don't know if that's some expression that I'm unfamiliar with or what. Um, I don't know. I'm just gonna move on. What? I said I feel ashamed. The way I behaved. Those hurtful things I said to you. I never meant to say them. I'm sorry, Natsuki. The doors open from upstairs and two pairs of footsteps come down them. Sari and Monica come to us and look at both Natsuki and Yuri. Have you both apologized? We both have. Monica kneels down beside Yuri and brings her head up. Come on. I'll take you to the bathroom so you can clean your face. The rest of you can go back to the club. Monica hands the key for the room to Sayori. I'll be along soon. Monica walks with Yuri in the direction of the bathrooms. Are we going? Mm-hmm. We head back to the club and Sayori unlocks the door. Sayori sits down at a desk. At a desk without an S, perhaps? And starts writing on a piece of paper. I look over at Natsuki. You okay? No, Englishman. Just a question. Why did all that happen? I don't think I know the full story. Because of how we wrote our poems and she called my poem cute. If you ask me, that's a stupid thing to argue about. Like you would know anything. I know the reason. I know the reason why you made Yuri cry is stupid. I didn't mean it. I don't like being called cute. My poem wasn't meant to be cute. I gathered that. I'm going back to read my manga. She retreats to the closet. Monica and Yuri return with the latter looking a lot better than before. We're back. Sari and Natsuki drop what they were doing and come over. Is Yuri okay now? She's doing better now. But let's not have this occur again, okay? It was my fault. It wasn't. How about we agree not to argue over writing again so we don't spend a while saying who is and isn't at fault? Sure. I'd like that. So, aside from that unpleasantness today, how was today for everyone? It was really great for me. Yeah, it was okay. I fairly enjoyed it. She enjoyed it, did she? Okay. Yeah, it was alright, I suppose. That's good enough for me. But I don't want anything like that. What happened today to happen tomorrow. Everyone starts to pack up their things. I look over at Yuri and walk over to her. You feeling alright? Oh, I'm feeling a lot better now compared to earlier. Thank you for asking. Don't worry about it. That smile of hers has me feeling like a marshmallow over a campfire. I mean, if you're gonna have a line like this, shouldn't she be smiling? Oh well. Tormuse, I snap out of my thoughts. Huh? Your face is looking a little red. Are you okay? Yeah, just feeling a little warm is all. Hey Yuri, want to walk home with me? Yuri turns to Natsuki. She nods with a smile. Oh, interesting. Of course, Natsuki, I would like to. I will speak to you tomorrow, Tormuse. See you tomorrow, Yuri and Natsuki. They leave the club room. Huh, interesting. So, I guess Yuri and Natsuki live close together in this alternate universe here. Sorry, I'm just double checking this. Again, I'm getting paranoid because this thing keeps bugging out. I hope the like chat's been quiet for a while, and that makes me nervous that maybe it's freezing up again. Like it appears to be working fine. The stream is working fine. Okay, cool. Just checking. Anyway, moving on. You know what happened earlier? Is that like a daily occurrence? No, that's the first time they've ever acted like that before. I thought that kind of thing happened more often. It doesn't. We already have enough drama as it is. Just listening to your perfect voice acting. Oh, thank you. I wouldn't call it perfect. If it, I mean, if it was perfect, I would do a proper British accent for MC to line up with the British persona that's supposed to be going on here. Oh well. Debate club? Monica nods. What's that club even about? She sighs and leans against a desk. While our club dwells into literature, their club dwells into politics and discussions about the others clubs in the school and the school itself. The others club? Was that supposed to say other clubs, perhaps? I mean, if you take the S off the end of the other clubs in the school, that would make more sense. Or if you mean the clubs belonging to others, then there should be an apostrophe. Either way, it needs to be corrected. Anyway, moving on. Oops. Wrong button. Sorry. Get over here. Deciding whether or not they're worth keeping. And like I had mentioned before, they target us, but mainly Yuri. You made your choice to leave their club. They should respect your wishes and leave it at that. And try telling that to them. Anyway, we should get going as it's that time again. I'll see you tomorrow, Monica. She smiles warmly at me and waves goodbye. Can we walk home together? Of course. I'll see you two tomorrow, and don't forget to write a poem. I won't. I grab my stuff, as does Siori, and we leave the club. Poor Monica. She's the only one in the club room who has to walk home alone. or go home alone. I don't know if she walks. Anyway. The other clubs? Okay, yeah, fair enough. Quite an eventful day, wasn't it? Poor Monica. Yeah, no kidding, right? Mm-hmm. What will your next poem be about? I don't know, I'll probably think of something. Okay, and do you want to race home? I shrug. Sure. Siri pushes me away and she runs away while giggling. I chuckle and follow suit. Hey, that was cheating. Oh, okay. This is the end of the demo. I know that the ending isn't all that great, but I didn't want to put anything else without the proper assets available. Fair enough. I plan to only have 4 out of the... Sorry. And I plan to only have 4 out of the current 14 chapters in my Fallen for You story in this mod demo. Okay. 14 chapters, eh? Do you mean like 14 days? Or... like how many days was that? Like you had the weekend, there was a... Just like, because it started on the Thursday, right? Thursday, Friday. That wasn't that 6 days? I don't know. I'm. Anyway. For the 14 chapters to make Fallen for You story in this mod demo. A lot of the dialogue in this wasn't in those 4 chapters, mainly because it wasn't up to my standard. And the debate club got a bigger mentioning since neither them or Veronica make an appearance in this. They will, of course, make their debut in the full version. Cool. Hey, that's a fine way to do it. Although appearance is misspelled. Appearance. So there are two typos in one there. Anyway, moving on. If none of you skipped the dialogue at the very start of the mod, then you'll know that custom OCs, Eddie, Theodore, and even the Brit MC himself didn't have their sprites. Oh, Theodore gets a sprite too? He was in there so briefly. FYI, Brit MC is the name of the MC for this mod. Yeah. Anyway, they along with 4 other OCs have sprites which will be included in the full version of this mod. I will work on the full version when the writing for Fallen for You is completed. Now for the credits. Flowers, music in the main menu by Sakura Girl, bedroom, living room. Oh, okay. We're just gonna run through the whole credits here. Songs by Nuxel, Alex Org, Siri Casual, 5 sprites. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen those. I mean, I've seen these sprites around. So thanks to Blue Quack for making not only the background and Yuri sprite, but the main menu, but the logo as well. Yeah, Blue Quacker does some good work. They did the logo for my upcoming mod Turquoise, which I released a demo for a few months ago. Theodore is making a return in the mod. Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so that fight scene at the start was setting up future stuff. Ooh, okay, that's already sounding interesting. Turquoise. Oh yes, good demo. Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm still working on Turquoise. I've written. I just reached the end of day 7 of my writing of an intended. I'm gonna say it's like 13 or 14 days. So I guess I'm roughly halfway through it. The writing process of it. There was a network error. Please try again. What is going on with Twitch today? What the heck? Is this thing still on? It says it's streaming. OBS says it's streaming and recording, and Twitch says error. I don't know what's going on with this thing here. Okay, anyway, I don't know why, but sometimes I get error 2000 and the stream goes full black screen. Yeah, I'm getting the same message, the error 2000 message. I don't know if I should wait and see if it clears itself up or let's try. Twitch might be having some problems. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, this is obnoxious. It's right at the end too. Welp. Is it still black screen for you? Okay, can you hear me at least? Ah, okay. Okay, I have no idea what the resulting recording for this is going to look like. Anyway, if you can still hear, I can at least just breeze through this here, I guess. Oh, hey, I got a credit in here. Tormuse for giving me tips, and most importantly for the know-how on the coding. It's well appreciated. Aw, thanks. I mean, or I mean, you're welcome, I suppose. But, yeah, neat. Most importantly, the DDLC community. And also the developers for the many mods. You inspired me to do this, and you have my thanks. And I personally want to thank the fans of my mod and those who were there for me during the creation of both the demo and story. Oh, and Sarah coming on the screen. And now for one last thanks, Anoski, and there's Yuri, Team Salvato for creating this great game, there's Monica, and bringing people together to make and create content involving the very girls above. Thanks for playing. Thank you for playing Fallen for You. Be sure to stick around for updates on the mod and anything new surrounding it. Farewell. And we're back to the main menu again. I'm narrating what's going on the screen because I don't know if you can see any of it. Nice, working nice. Okay, cool, cool. So there you go. There's the demo for Fallen for you. That's cool. That's yeah, it's nice setup for you know, a setup of future conflicts and so on. An overall successful demo. Yeah, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I sort of gave notes at the end of the previous session. Pretty much a lot of the same applies. I mean, it's neat. You've established this you know, this new MC character who's very distinct from the MC from the vanilla game. If you want a tip, you can mod developer. You can do call show poem is music is supposed to not play the OK everyone variant. Yeah, I noticed that it was playing like it was playing the version of OK everyone, the song specific to the girl, and then it went to the poem and it switched back to the default OK everyone after the poem showed. Don't know how much of that was intentional or what, but anyway. But yeah. So yeah, like it's got obviously a very distinct MC character. The like the interactions and relationship with Sayori have been like totally reimagined. They're definitely a lot more affectionate in this. I mean that's setting a low bar. I mean, cause when you consider the like in the original game, MC's like pretty rude to Sayori. He keeps calling her a dummy and just generally not really that nice to her. So this. In this version, it feels more like there's like banter back and forth between them, and there is like an undeniable sense that they have a great sense of affection for each other. So that's cool. It makes for a nice contrast from like the opening scene where he's like beats the crap out of a guy. It's interesting. It makes him a little more of a dynamic character. And yeah, like I said before, like I like this sort of crude banter between him and his uncle, and yeah, it's just overall it's a neat setup for what's coming. Like you can see like the building blocks being put in place for like the upcoming conflict with the debate clubs and so on. Is the main menu music? If so, I really like it. Yeah, it's a nice song. It's the reason why Brit MC was created, wanted a fresh start. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Nice. And I like the fact that like things are obviously different, but it doesn't hand you all the answers right at the start. Like it kind of lets the information trickle in over time. That's a good thing, I think. It's good to have some good pacing in your story and have information revealed over time. And like the relationship between MC and Sayori is sort of established in a very show don't tell kind of way, which is good. It's good quality. I mean, which is not to say you never tell, but it's having it shown in the way it is I think is a good quality of the story. So yeah, cool. Yeah, it'll be neat to see where this goes. Yeah, best of luck to you, Slayer Rabbit, on your work on the story. And yeah, I've got nothing else to say. Is there anyone worth raiding? Is anyone else playing DDLC right now? Maybe I could just raid some random DDL streamer or something. You can just do a search for Doki Doki Literature Club and see what comes up. I don't know. After my stream yesterday, I looked up who else is streaming, and it was like, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna pass. I think I'm just gonna call it a day. Thanks everyone for watching. Sorry about the streaming troubles. Twitch is being difficult today. I don't know what's up with that. His occupation is going to be important throughout the month. Okay. Plus his past occupation. All right. Okay. Twitch being a meanie. Yeah. No kidding. But yeah. That's all for now. Until next time.